True Sports presents the top 5 draft questions. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Hope everybody's doing well. Guess what day it is tomorrow? It's the draft. And guess what? We are going to have a fun video that I'm not going to film live. Unfortunately, my camera I currently have does not have those specifications. But what we are going to do is we'll have it launched late Thursday night. Every draft pick, I am going to predict the position that every team is going to draft 1 through 32. And if I am wrong, I have to drink something nasty. And trust me, we're going to have some interesting stuff to consume. We also have lots of cool, great, funny sponsors as well for this. So I hope that you tune in. It will be really fun. Anyways, let's get to my top 5 NFL draft questions. There are some good ones out there. Obviously, they just missed a cut. That was in the top 12. An example is which quarterback is going to fall in the draft. There always is one. I know there's the Big 5. Not a sponsor for a sporting goods store across the Western region. But it is just a fact. Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson, Dwayne Haskins, there's been several over the years that have dropped in the draft, and there's probably going to be another one this year, but that is not on the list of the top 5. We have 5 better draft questions than that. Maybe not better, just more interesting maybe. Number 5, is Zach Wilson really going to the Jets? Jets. That's the big question. Is this a smokescreen? So Zach Wilson, BYU, Jim McMahon, Steve Young, there's been some great QBs. Ty Detmer had a decent NFL career that have come from the University of Brigham Young University up there in Utah, not too far from where I live currently. But Zach Wilson kind of coming out of nowhere. Is he a better, more prolific prospect than guys we've been hearing of for a couple years like Justin Fields and Trey Lance? I have my reservations that the Jets are 100% sold on Zach Wilson going there. I expect that to be the pick, but I'm not 100% sure. If the Jets say they took Justin Fields number 2 overall, would you be surprised? I would not. That's the question. Is Zach Wilson really going to the Jets? We're going to find out tomorrow. How does that sound? Number 4. Been hearing some rumors. Rumor has it that the Panthers and the Patriots are going to make a trade. And like I said, sorry Cam Newton, a little hidden thing about that is, if this really did happen, man, the Panthers would be saying, F you, Cam Newton. That's what the Panthers would be saying to their former signal caller, because they would be handing the Patriots a draft pick, 2 drafts, the incumbent, pretty much the replacement eventually for Cam Newton, even if Cam Newton starts the season as the Patriots quarterback. So that's a big question. That's the rumor right now. It does sound like the Panthers are sold on Sam Darnold being their starter, but that's another good question. We'll find out tomorrow. Maybe the Panthers stay with the pick, and maybe one of those QBs is the guy that they're eyeing, and this is all a smokescreen. But we'll find out. Mañana, tomorrow. Number 3. So earlier today, Teddy Bridgewater got traded from those Panthers to the Broncos. So the Broncos, there's been talk, is Drew Lock the guy? Are they drafting a quarterback? Everybody thinks they're drafting the quarterback because Drew Lock was so man last year, even though he has shown flashes. But now, since the Broncos traded for Teddy Bridgewater and have Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater, what's now? Are they still going to draft a quarterback? Are they going to go defense? Are they going to trade back? One scenario I probably don't see, I highly doubt the Broncos are going to trade up at this point. But you never know. That's the fun thing about the NFL draft. We shall see what happens tomorrow. Anyways, let's just leave that right there for a minute because we have a sponsor today. And let me show you who the sponsor is. So the sponsor for this video is Overalls. Overalls. Keeping farmers comfortable over the past 150 years. Overalls. So anyways, I want to thank Overalls for sponsoring this video today. Much appreciated. Now, back to the list. Number 2. sure you can guess what number 1 is if you watch any sports news. But number 2 also kind of is correlated slightly with number 1, actually. Is Jimmy G getting traded? That's a big one. Jimmy Garoppolo, the most handsome quarterback, this side of, I don't know, maybe the most handsome quarterback of all time. He also is halfway decent quarterback when he's healthy, which is almost never. Anyway, so we know San Francisco did not trade up from 12 to 3 to draft Kyle Pitts or J.C. Horn or, Jamar Chase or any of those other highly touted prospects. They definitely went up to 3 to draft a quarterback. So the big question is Jimmy G getting traded? And it's not so much is he getting traded this season, is he getting traded tomorrow? Are the Niners going to trade Jimmy G sometime in the next 48 hours? It is possible. If you heard what Kyle Shanahan had to say in a question about Jimmy G, I'm like, man, that is some dark stuff, man. Oh, man, Kyle Shanahan. I didn't know you had a dark side like that. But yeah, his future is bleak, to say the least, in San Francisco for Jimmy G. And we'll see if he survives being on the Niners roster after this weekend. And numero uno. Who do the Niners take at number 3? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. That's been the talk. Is it Mac Jones? Is it Justin Fields? Is it Trey Lance? Heck, is it Zach Wilson? If Zach Wilson doesn't get drafted by the Jets, that's not officially confirmed yet. The only thing we know is that Trevor Lawrence is going number 1. We've known that for 3 years. We just needed to know the said team that was going to be available to draft him. So, sorry, Gardner Minshew, my goateed buddy. You are not going to be the starting quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars next year. But the big question is, are San Fran 49ers going to take any of those set 3 quarterbacks? Are they going to take Kyle Trask? I'm just kidding. They're not going to take Kyle Trask. So we'll find out. But that's a big question. It's been, if you go across my Twitter, all I see is, who are the Niners going to take? What are they going to do with Jimmy Garoppolo? Niners, blah, blah, blah. So there you go. So I might as well have just said, Drew Sports is sponsored by the San Francisco 49ers. Because that's who our second sponsor is for the list. The San Francisco 49ers in Levi's jeans. No, Levi's Stadium. Or actually, no. They're not a sponsor. Please don't sue me. I'm just kidding. Anyways, like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at StuDrew. Follow me on Facebook, Sports Stew with Drew. That's my Facebook page. Be my friend. Follow me on Twitter. Say what's up. I love the chat about sports and even life. If you want to talk about overalls, please respond as well and say, hey, I like wearing overalls. And I'll be like, good for you. So has farmers over the last 150 years. And drewsports.com. That is my website. I got some cool stuff. You can see the entire top 12 list there. I'm also going to write an article that's going to be pretty fun, talking about the NFL teams, kind of the optimism meter coming into the draft in the 2021 season. Mañana. So please check it out. I'm going to be doing a lot of cool stuff with Drew Sports and the Sports Stew with Drew YouTube page tomorrow. I appreciate your support. Till then, bye-bye.